Okay, so after you do step 3, you want to do step 4, where you're gonna have the shorter screws. Then you'll have the washer, and then the ring, and then you insert them at this part right here. So you could initially tighten that by your finger, and then eventually you could initially use the round part, sorry, to make it easier to twist. And then once you get to the end, you could flip it with a short end to actually tighten it further. Okay, so that's 2 done for the headboard side. So you could tell the headboard by where the notch is. And then do the same thing for the bottom 2, and then we'll go on to the next step. And then once you get to step 5, you're gonna put the leg as labeled with those 2 holes, and then you have the pegs and the screw. I guess the screw part would face inwards, so you'll have that, and then you're gonna use the longer screws. Same thing, you'll have the washer and then whatever it's called, but I'll just call it a ring, and then that's gonna go to this part and then tighten as normal. Okay, then after flipping the bed, that's roughly how you're gonna have them. So like I mentioned, the piece with the, I guess, edge or whatever, it's got like a little back support that goes in for the headboard, and from there you'll have the head legs. So then by this time the left and the right would actually coincide, and this would go into that notch you'll see right here. And then roughly this is how it's gonna look until you move on to step 7. Okay, so scratch that a little. So do one, oh, okay, yeah, so yeah, follow the directions. So you actually want to do one side at a time. Just that way you'll have enough space to do the other side of the bed with that headboard support. So once you're finished fixing the headboard support, you're gonna use the shorter piece to go under the one of the, I guess, front leg, you could say. So there's a hole right here, and that's where you're gonna screw the shorter screws on both sides. And then from there, once you're done with step number 8, you're gonna put the middle, I guess, beam support as instructed, and then you're gonna put the bed slats with a tape going on the bottom. And then for step number 10, you're actually gonna screw them to the bed frame, since that was one of the complaints about the bed. We're reading the lower reviews about it, and I think in this instance, having a drill would come in handy, because you're looking at screwing 4 rows of screwdrivers. So I mean, yeah, 4 columns of screwing. So yeah, that'll be a little tedious trying to do it by hand, and having a drill would come in handy. And they have some holes you could follow as guide on 4 places. The end, and then 2 in the middle, and then the other end. And the last part, the headboard is gonna face the front, obviously, And then repeat with a shorter screw serrating washer, and you have 4 spots to do them, and that should do it. So like I said, yeah, I had to screw in, well, 6 to 6 total, so to keep the slats in place versus it moving around like the previous complaints have mentioned. And that should do it. So once you finish the screw, enjoy your new CB2 bed.